Hello everyone, my name is Kyle Prosha and this is my Digital Marketing Mimic Pro simulation presentation. So first off, I just want to talk about the key decisions that had to be made to help Kent's Camera Castle build a better online presence. So doing this involved creating landing pages, email campaigns, shopping campaigns, and using keywords to generate traffic for products online. So for my landing pages, this is essentially the same formula I followed for all of them. I took the sale approach of acting like this was a one-time deal, and I really focused on really just selling the cheaper cameras that we offered that had really low margins as well, because that's what I found the most success and the highest conversion rates on. So that was the approach I took for almost every single one. I included as many keywords as I could, and also just talked about how this was an amazing deal, a one-time buy, and only offered at Kent's, just really enticing the consumer that they need this product right now. Here you can take a look at my ad campaigns. The most successful for me was the shopping campaign. That was where I really saw the highest amount of impressions, conversion rates, and I allocated most of my budget to that. Going down, you can see my paused ad groups. That's where I was testing things out, seeing if higher end, more expensive cameras performed well, which I found they did not for me personally. And the other two were my other two active ones that stayed consistent throughout for me, giving me very high numbers. So I stuck with those three that I have active right now, primarily through the entire thing. But as you can see, I really focused on GoPros, Fujifilms, and that's where I saw the highest amount of traffic. Here you can see what my ads looked like. I followed a very simple formula and pretty much kept it consistent throughout the entire thing, just giving the product name, best quality on the market, and then included as many keywords as I could in the description because I think that helped me a lot. I was very meticulous with keywords throughout all of this, and that's where I think I saw most of my success, really paying attention to what worked and what got numbers and what did not. And then I also just always created a unique URL that took you exactly to where the product was going to be. But yeah, I saw a lot of success with my ads, and I think it's just because I kept a consistent formula and really monitored my keywords and what was doing well and what was not. So this is a look at what my typical email campaign would look like. For the final round, I thought it would be cute or funny to do like final sale of the year since it was the final one we were sending out. But this is pretty much what they always looked like, just giving a product feature, saying there was a sale. I tried the loyal customer one a few times, but this is primarily what they looked like, and I'll get into a little bit later into the presentation. The emails was really my downfall throughout all of this, but this is an idea of what they always looked like. And here's just a quick overview of my email profits throughout all 10 rounds. If I was to redo the simulation, this is absolutely something I would have paid more attention to. My biggest issue was from the beginning, I was finding a lot of success and looking at what was working, was not. And for me, the email campaigns were just not. So I just really didn't pay attention to them throughout. We can see here in round 5, I somehow had success, but I wasn't really sure as to why, in complete honesty. I just personally didn't pay attention to them, and I definitely should have. I always send it out the mass amounts. I would just absolutely redo all my email campaigns, and I think I would have a lot more success with them. I just personally didn't want to allocate any of my budget to them at all, and the game forced you at some point, and this was really just something I dropped the ball on and would absolutely redo because I think they could be very successful for me, but I just did not figure out any formula that was working. And finally, this was the performance ranking for the final round. Throughout almost all 10 rounds, I was on the top of the leaderboard for almost every category, sometimes being second or third in a few of them. But overall, I stayed really consistent throughout the entire simulation and performed well, I think. I had a really great time doing this as this was something I had no background knowledge on going into before because I'm a communications major and a marketing minor. So I haven't had the opportunity to take all the marketing class and have the prior knowledge that this requires. So I really learned a lot through this and how to try really hard because I had no prior experience to this, but absolutely was an amazing learning experience for me and I had a really good time. So thank you for that. All right, that about concludes it. I hope you enjoyed.